Minister of State in the Ministry of Education, Dr. Lovell Francis, Secretary General of the Association of Caribbean States, Ambassador Dr. June Suma, Program Manager for Culture, Hilary Brown, Director of the Center for Reparations Research, and our keynote speaker, Professor Vereen Shepherd, Pro-Vice Chancellor and Campus Principal, Professor Brian Copeland, Deputy Principal, Professor Indar Ramnarayan, Dean of the Faculty of Humanities and Education, Dr. Heather Cato, other specially invited guests, colleagues, students, good morning. In his reflections on Eric Williams' thesis, Guy Emerson Mount observes that the conversation sparked by capitalism and slavery promised to be a lasting touchstone for historians well into the future. Yet for me, the book's resonance is rooted in its defiance of the boundaries of history as a discipline. Capitalism and Slavery beckons other knowledge traditions. It is not only a critical point of reference for the historian. If, as Boyd Schaefer tells us, a historian is a technician and a storyteller, then the drawings on display at the Symposium are evidence of Eric Williams' work impacting another kind of technician and storyteller, the visual artist. The images exhibited are by local artist Richard Mark Rawlins, whose practice investigates Black identity, diaspora politics, and the legacies of colonialism. I'm proud to say Rawlins is on campus as a part-time visual arts lecturer at the Department of Creative and Festival Arts. The artist could not join us for the symposium as he's in the UK conducting research for his art making on the subject of the links between colonial Caribbean narratives and British history. The drawings seen in the foyer feature an interspersing of images among a handwritten copy of much of the first chapter of Eric Williams' Capitalism and Slavery. This marriage of word and image recalls the centuries-old practice of illuminating text. Prior to the invention of printing, books often included hand-drawn illustrations as a way of illuminating or shedding light on the worded content. Ideas were visualized, offering another mode of reading and understanding. Rawlins's drawings invite a different literacy and a re-engagement with Eric Williams' enduring work. The fact that Rawlins takes the time and effort in an attempt to write each word of the chapter gives emphasis to the subject of labor, which Williams tackles in his own interrogation of slavery and economics. Rawlins' scribbled text flows forward, sideways, and upside down, sometimes heavy, sometimes light, with words scratched out here and there. He presents a picture of history in which some aspects can have greater prominence, where elements can be concealed or obliterated, and where the writing of history is often not straightforward. A close inspection of his drawings reveals his interrogation of capitalism and subjugation within the present-day context of the Trinidad Carnival. Among his visual references are the drinks cart, pushed by men hired to serve revelers, and a sketch of Carnival in Port of Spain, Trinidad, created by Melton Pryor in 1888. Rawlins gives us much to unpack, using Eric Williams' thoughts to anchor contemporary social context. Time does not permit my giving a full description of the work here, but there are leaflets with further details on the artwork made available to you during the symposium. In sum, Richard Mark Rawlins offers an illuminated history. His drawings suggest a Caribbean historiography in which images have as much to say as words. Thank you.